This is Matthew Godenius, and in this brief video I'm going to show you how you can access Discovery streaming video clips through Ed1Stop, and how you can successfully locate specific video segments for certain grade levels, subjects, or even content standards in California. So the first thing you do is you go into Internet Explorer or another web browser and go to your Ed1Stop portal. This is our site that we have set up through the district and through Contra Costa County Office of Education up there, and we're going to click to log in. So you need to know your username and your password first of all. This will give us access to a bunch of different resources, but one of the very valuable ones is Discovery Streaming. This is a little terms of service acknowledgement that you need to click on to get in. And you'll see I have my portal set up here for my NCOE Ed1Stop website. Now, yours may look different. I customized this especially to have primary grade lessons up at the top, Starfall, which is a free site. You don't have to go through Ed1Stop to get there. Education City is a subscription service we have, and Discovery Streaming. So I'm going to click on the link to Discovery Education Streaming, and this will take me directly to the Discovery Streaming website. Go ahead and expand this to full screen mode with the expand button in the middle there, and we see this splash page, this introduction page. Now, the first thing I want to point out, and the first thing you might notice, is that over on the side here there's a variety of ways to look for videos that may be relevant to your classes. And you might think, okay, I teach kindergarten or I teach first grade, or you might think there are not videos relevant to a subject that you need or to a grade level that you need. But if you think that, you're probably wrong. There are videos for all sorts of grade levels, all sorts of subject levels, subject matter, and various content areas. So you can go by subject over here if there's a very specific subject, or if you teach that subject at multiple grade levels, this may be where you want to start, and I can just show you what that looks like. For example, if I click social studies, this little loading bar, this bar down here means it's loading that green status bar, so I'm going to wait. It showed me a bunch of social studies videos, but more importantly over here it breaks it down by subject and tells me how many videos there are in each subject. More useful than that, most likely, will be to look for how many items there are by grade level. Now, this is only broken down by grade level bands, basically, like primary grades, intermediate grades, middle school, and high school level grades. But they're not all necessarily video clips. Some of them may be video segments, some may be full videos, some may just be images or photos, some may be lesson plans, and there's different types of media here. So this is not necessarily the most valuable way of doing things. I'm going to go back and show you another way you can do this. You can also break it down by grade level. You know you teach first grade, for example, so you'd click K through 2 and wait for it to load, and then you'll see all the different subjects and how many materials there are in each subject. So not a lot about research and study skills at this early grade level, but there are plenty for social studies, math, English language arts, and a ton for science, over 5,000, almost 6,000 items. So if you wanted to explore those areas, you could explore further, but I'm going to show you probably the most valuable system that we can use is the curriculum standard search up here. There's a search box. You could type some keywords in there and do a search, but it's probably more useful to click on this curriculum standard search and then choose which standard you're actually looking for. So for an example, I have my California State standard selected. I will choose Content Standards of California. Then under Subjects, I will choose English Language Arts. And for grade, let's use first grade as an example. What this does is it loads up the different bands or strands of content standards, and I'm going to go into Reading, and it breaks it down into the more specific content standards. And let's try R1.0, and we'll try Phonemic Awareness. So let's go to Reading 1.5, distinguish long and short vowel sounds in orally stated single-syllable words, such as bit versus byte. So now when I click on that, it brings up a list of media results, and it's showing me 1 to 15 total results out of 239. So there are 239 probably videos or video segments related to this concept. If you want to change the number it shows on your screen, you can click here, results per page, and I'll just change to 30 so I can see more on the page. This way I don't have to click as often to go through that list. And I'm just going to briefly skim through by using my bar down here to scroll up and down and see what would be appropriate depending on my lesson. Now let's say I want them to learn long O sounds using vowel pairs, two vowel CVVC word format. So I'm going to go down here and see if I can find that. And it gives you a little brief description here. It tells you the name of the video clip, what it's about, and you'll notice you'll see a finger. That means you can click on it and get more information. If you scroll over it, it may show you some more information about the video segment. It shows you how long it is. This one's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds long. Sometimes the full videos are longer, such as this one's 24 minutes and 40 seconds long. Let's say, here's what I was looking for. Activity 3, long O words with a CVVC pattern. This is actually incorrect. This is the correct notation. So they have a little typo here. If you click on it, you can see more information about it, and you can preview the video. A lot of times it's useful to watch the video if you have time before using it. You probably want to get familiar with what it contains by clicking on it, and you can click on the streaming type, or you can just click play to start playing it and view it. You have to wait for it to connect, and since this is a streaming media site, it can take a little bit of time to download the video. I'm going to show you a key thing that we can do to prevent that. So it's giving a little animated story here that has some audio narration with it. And if I watch this for 3 minutes and 2 seconds and decide that it's something I may want to use to introduce the concept to the class, I can click this check mark and add it to my content. You can also see related activities in this video. There are short O sounds here, and then goes into long O with CVVC, and it keeps going through. So you may want to add the whole video, in fact, which you can click up here and it'll add all the segments, or you can click and add each individual segment that you'd like. Now, more importantly, to download a video segment, you use this button right here. This is the download button. And what you do is you right click on it and choose Save Target As. Now what this does is it allows you to choose a location for where to download that video. It's very important you keep track of where we download the videos, and so you can find them again or share them with your colleagues. This way, if other people in your team level or your grade level find videos that are useful for a theme, you can share it all on the network and let other people know where it is. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the network by going to my computer. I'm going to go to the students shared hard drive on the network, and there's already a folder I created called first grade. You can make a folder for your entire grade level. I'll click on first grade. Right now it says math. Why don't I make a folder called videos? To make a new folder, I clicked on this little orange star on the folder icon. That's in Windows. It will look different on a Mac, but you can do it in a Mac also. We go into the videos folder, and the file name down here has already named it Activity 3 Long O Words the CVCV pattern. So I can go ahead and save that, and it will download these 4.53 megabyte video clip. Now the reason this is very useful to do is because of two reasons. Number one, you do not even have to have internet access at this point to access the video. You only need to be able to be connected to the school network. Number two, you can share it with your colleagues very easily. Anybody can access it, not just you. If you save it to your content here, I'll just add that to my content. It saves it to my folder here, which I can click on, and I can see my DE streaming. I've got a robotics folder, and I could add some other items. I'm just going to add it to my DE streaming folder and click add. But the problem then is that if I have any other colleagues that I want to share that with, it becomes a lot more difficult. I need to tell them the website address or tell them how to get to this video clip. By sharing it in that folder that I saved on the school network, we can get to it more easily, which I'll show you in a different video how to do that.